Hi boys and girls! Welcome to Gateway Kids Club Storytelling. Coming up next is today's story. Mommies and daddies, we need your help. Gateway Kids Club is a free program and your donation helps to keep these videos coming. So please donate any amount you like. To donate, you can click on the link below or visit our website. If you like updates on Gateway Kids Club activities as well as our weekly arts and craft projects, please follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Now for the story. Enjoy, boys and girls! Hello, boys and girls! Hi! Happy Easter weekend! Do you know who I am? What? Dwayne? I'm not Dwayne! Okay, I am, but I'm disguised. Can you guess who I'm disguised as? I'll give you a clue. I have some Easter eggs over here. That's right! I'm the Easter Bunny! It's the Easter weekend and it's spring. I love spring. Spring is the season that comes after winter. The air is finally warmer and the flowers are in full bloom and the streams and the rivers are flowing again. Oh, I was just hiding some Easter eggs and getting ready for the great Easter egg hunt. I've got an idea. Would you like to find some of the Easter eggs that I have hidden? Okay, let's play a game. Let's count and see how many Easter eggs you can find behind me, okay? Okay, let's try. It's over here. Oh, what about this blue one? Did you spot this? Okay, this is one. Two. Do you see an orange one? Three. Four. Oh, there's one over here. 5, 6. Okay, let's see. We've got 6. What about 7, 8, 9, and can you find the last one, boys and girls? Do you see a green one hiding behind over there? That's right, 10! 10 Easter eggs. Well done. You've got really sharp eyes this morning. Okay, give me a 5. Well, you know, boys and girls, I have a question that I need to ask you. Have you ever wondered what eggs have anything to do with Easter? Well, some people say that it represents new life and new beginnings. I guess it's true because when an egg hatches, a little chick comes out. But what do new life and new beginnings have anything to do with Easter? Or more importantly, what do I, the Easter Bunny, have anything to do with Easter? Okay, I have a confession to make. It wasn't me. It isn't me. I'm not the star of Easter. However, I have heard a story, and this story is about a prophecy, about a magnanimous hero that came down to save the earth. I've got an idea. How about we go back in time to discover the story of Easter and find out who this hero is? Would you like to go on a trip, boys and girls? Oh, great. Okay, but first, in order to go back in time, we need to get into a time machine because we are going to go back about 2,000 years ago. Okay, so get into your time machine. Your imaginary door stands here in front of you. Open the door. Step into the time machine. Whoa! Wow, okay, it's quite comfy. Okay, we're going to press the numbers that we're going back in time. Okay, so we're going back 2,000 years ago. So 2,000, press the number 2. How many zeros is 2,000? 3, that's right. So press 0 3 times. Doot, doot, doot. Okay, now I'm going to press the go button. But before I press the button, we all need to shout, "Let's go back in time." Can you do that? Okay, shout really loudly so your parents know where you're going, so that they will wake up. Okay, ready? On the count of 3, I'm going to press the button and you're going to shout, "Let's go back in time." Can you do that? Shall we try it out first? Okay, on the count of 3, I want to hear you shout, "Let's go back in time." Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, my ears are here. Let's go back in time. Okay, great. Okay, I'm going to press the button now and we're going to go back in time, blasting off. Ready? 1, 2, bah! Let's go back in time. Whoa! Whoa! I think we've arrived more than 2,000 years ago. Well, boys and girls, this is where it all began. About 2,000 years ago, there was a prophecy, a promise that a baby boy by the name of Jesus would be born to earth, and he would bring love and joy and hope and peace to all mankind. I'm sure you've heard this story being told during the Christmas season. However, the story does not end there, because this boy grows up to be a young man called Jesus. Now, the Christians believe that Jesus was the Son of God, and he was sent to earth to save mankind of all the wrongdoings and all the bad deeds. The word for this is called sin. Now, Jesus needed to come to earth to save the world from sin. But how would he do that? He needed to be a sacrifice. Now, in that time, in the culture, a sacrifice was needed to be made for people to be pardoned for their wrongdoings and for their sin. Do you know what a sacrifice is, boys and girls? Well, a sacrifice is giving away something really precious away. Really precious that you love so much, but you're giving it away. For example, I will sacrifice my very precious playtime so that I can go and visit my grandma who's not feeling well. Or I can sacrifice the last ice cream that's in the freezer for my little sister who really wants it. What are some examples of sacrifice that you can think of? How about sacrificing your TV and media time so that you can help your mommy with the chores in the house? Or what about sacrificing some brand new toys and new books for families and children who might need it more? Well, back to the story. So at that time in the culture, the sacrifice was slightly different. It had to be an animal from the flock. It had to be a sheep or a lamb or a goat. But not just any sheep or lamb. It had to be pure white and blameless. It had to be without any blemishes, without any spots, and without any marks. Something like this. Meh, meh, meh. Come over here, little sheep. Oh, look at this beautiful white sheep. No spots and blemishes. So the sheep had to be killed and given as an offering in exchange to be pardoned for their sins and their wrongdoings. Okay. Now, to save the whole of mankind from their sins, there needed to be a big sacrifice. So God decided to send his only son, his precious, dearest son to earth to be killed as a sacrifice for the sins and wrongdoings of mankind. And that's because he loved the world so much. So Jesus was sent to earth to be that sacrificial lamb for all of us. Okay, but here's the catch. Because 3 days after he dies, the prophecy said that he would rise up from the dead again. It would be an awesome miracle. Let's find out what happened when Jesus was on earth. So, when Jesus was in his early 30s, he spent his time making friends with the people around. Okay, let's be Jesus. Hello. Hi, everyone. Hi there, boys and girls. What is your name? Robert? Oh, Marianne? Billy? Jane, nice to meet you, everybody. Oh, hello, come. Well, Jesus made friends with the lonely and the poor and people who were unloved. Jesus loved them. In fact, some people who were really sick went up to Jesus and Jesus healed them. Jesus had a mission and to improve the lives of the people. Jesus performed many miracles. Oh, I remember one miracle that Jesus did. Ooh, it was an awesome miracle. You see, Jesus was an excellent storyteller. So because of that, many people would gather and listen to him telling stories. But there were about 5,000 people or more listening to him telling stories. When dinner time came and everyone was so hungry, but there was not enough food to feed these 5,000 people. So Jesus asked, anyone with food? But there was a young boy who only had 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Do you think this is enough to feed 5,000 people? I don't think it's enough to even feed you. Well, Jesus did an amazing miracle. He said a prayer. Okay, God, please multiply this food. And so the 2 fish, as he prayed, just 2 fish suddenly multiplied and fed 5,000 people. Dung, 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 dung. Whoa! Isn't that amazing? Everyone didn't go home hungry. They were so full with all the food that they had. Well, in the course of his time, Jesus made many, many friends. Some of them decided to follow Jesus wherever he went. These 12 were called his disciples. But at the same time, Jesus also made many enemies. Some of them were the local leaders. Who does he think he is? He calls himself the Son of God. Oh, He is a liar. How dare anyone call themselves the Son of God? He's turning the people against us. We are the leaders, and yet he's finding so much favor with all these people. I'm so jealous. We must get rid of this Jesus fella. But how do we find him? If we catch him and arrest him in broad daylight, all his followers will protect him. We need to find a time when Jesus is alone. But how will we do that? We need the help of an insider. Cue the next character. His name was Judas Iscariot. Now, Judas Iscariot was one of Jesus' disciples. He was a follower of Jesus and apparently one of Jesus' friends. I am Judas, and I am bored and sick of following Jesus everywhere without any credit given to us or any money given to us. I've got an idea. I've overheard the leaders talking about finding Jesus. I know where Jesus is. So Judas Iscariot went up to the leaders. I hear that you are looking for Jesus. You need to know his schedule so that you can catch him when no one is around. I've been following Jesus and I know where he is. I know his schedule. I know where you can find him, where the people are not around. But I demand something in exchange. I demand 30 pieces of silver. For 30 pieces of silver, I will tell you where Jesus is. Boys and girls, what a meanie. He's not so much of a friend, is he? For 30 pieces of silver, Judas Iscariot betrayed Jesus. He told the guards and the leaders where to find Jesus. Oh my. That night, Jesus was really, really scared and nervous. So he went to the garden to pray. Dear God, I'm really, really scared about what's going to happen. If it's possible, can you make it stop? But I know this is the prophecy, and the prophecy has to be fulfilled. Give me your strength and your courage. After Jesus finished his prayer, the soldiers appeared. They knew where to find Jesus. Arrest that man! Jesus was an innocent man, but he did not retaliate because he knew that the prophecy had to come to pass. Jesus was brought before Pilate, Pontius Pilate. He was a governor. Pilate, here we go. Dum, dum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I am Pontius Pilate. Why have you brought Jesus to see me? He is not a criminal. Why should I punish him? He's not guilty of any crimes. Take him away. But the leaders were very unhappy and very determined to put Jesus out of action. Pilate! Jesus calls himself the King of the Jews. He calls himself the Son of God. This is high treason. How can anybody be more important than the King of Rome himself? He stirs up the crowd. He's turning them against us, against the leaders. Very soon there might be a riot and a revolution. Surely you wouldn't want that to happen. I suggest we get rid of Jesus now. The rulers were very determined in getting rid of Jesus. They stirred up the crowd to turn them against Jesus as well. They all wanted Jesus to be punished. Fine. In that case, I will wash my hands off this matter and hand them over to you to decide what to be done with Jesus. That evening, Jesus was sentenced to execution. He was tortured very badly and then made to die on the cross. Yes, Jesus was nailed to the cross. There was a huge earthquake that night as Jesus finally said his last breath. Boom! It is finished! Boom! There, hanging on the cross, Jesus died. Well, some of his followers really loved Jesus so much, they went up to the soldiers and requested for the body of Jesus. They would wrap him up in the finest linen and put some spices and herbs so it can preserve the body, and laid the body in a cave, something like this over here. Now, that's not the end, right, boys and girls? Remember what the prophecy says? 3 days later, Jesus would rise from the dead. I can't wait. But you see, the leaders too remembered about this prophecy. They were getting a little bit nervous. What happens if this prophecy is really true? What if 3 days later Jesus does rise from the dead? Oh, it'll make such fools of us all. We need to close that tomb. We need to find a huge rock and seal the mouth of the tomb so that Jesus doesn't escape. Even if he rises from the third day, no one will be able to survive in that cave because there is no oxygen inside and he will die. And so, boys and girls, are you going to help me? We just need to push this huge rock to seal the tomb. Are you strong enough? What? You don't want to help? Why? Because you're such chickens. Fine, I'll do it myself. With the help of strong men and equipment, I shall push a huge rock to seal the mouth of the tomb. Boo-boo. And so they sealed the cave with a huge rock. Boom! Let's see anyone escape this time. No thanks to you. They sealed the tomb. There was no way of anyone getting in and no way of anyone getting out. They even put soldiers outside so that the disciples won't be able to steal the body even if they tried to. Whew! 3 days had passed. This was the day, boys and girls, the third day. Remember what's going to happen? Jesus would come back to life. Well, in the morning there was a huge earthquake. Boom! Boom! The soldiers who were guarding it were really scared and they fainted. And then suddenly the stone miraculously rolled away, revealing the empty cave. What do you think happened, boys and girls? Shall we go in and have a look? Oh, not yet. Because meanwhile, there were 3 ladies that were coming to pay their respects to Jesus. 3 ladies. La, 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 la. We are going to pay our respects to Jesus. 1 lady. 2 ladies. 3 ladies. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Ah! The tomb is empty. Nah! Oh, no. Where is Jesus? He's nowhere to be found. Robbers must have come and stolen the body. Oh, Jesus, where are you? Suddenly an angel appeared to them and told them that Jesus had risen from the dead. The prophecy had come to pass. Oh yeah, there is a prophecy. He really rose from the dead. Let's go and spread the good news. So they started running as fast as they could to spread the good news. As they ran, they met a man. Hello, ladies. Where are you going? We're going to find Jesus. I think you found him. The man stuck out his hands and showed them his hands. They saw the scars in his hands that were nailed to the cross before. The ladies were shocked. It was Jesus. He had risen from the dead and he was well and alive. Oh, they were so happy. They hugged him and they cried tears of joy. Well, story has it that they ran to tell Jesus' followers about the news, the good news. Story has it that Jesus appeared to his friends and his loved ones and told them about what had happened. Well, the promise came to pass. The prophecy came to pass. Jesus had risen from the dead. He had come as a sacrifice because God loved the world so much that he wanted to help rid the world of all the bad things and all the sin. And so he gave his only precious son, Jesus, to die on the cross for all of them. And so that's why, boys and girls, Christians celebrate Easter. It is a season of love, a season of new beginnings, a season of promises coming true, a season of miracles happening, a season of a brand new start. The end. Wow! What a wonderful story of miracles and of love. Now I know why they celebrate Easter. That's probably why they have Easter eggs. Ooh. Perhaps these eggs do represent life. I guess when they hatch, the chick comes out. Oh, no wonder it's all about life and new starts. Hey, boys and girls, the next time you come across an Easter bunny or some Easter eggs or the chocolate eggs you can find in the supermarkets, Not only will you be able to enjoy the yummy chocolate goodness as well as the surprises inside, you now will be able to know the special story behind the special day we call Easter. Well, I better go and hide all these Easter eggs. Who knows? After the kids find all these Easter eggs, I might treat them to a special story that I just discovered today. The story of Easter. See you soon, boys and girls, and happy Easter! Okay, I need to find a place to hide this now. Ooh, oh, there looks good. Woohoo! La, 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 la.